MLB the Show finally dropped some new content, and they finally dropped Ducks on the Pond. Now, it's been rumored for a long time, and it's got some nice stuff in there. You got 97 McCutcheon, you got other people, but we don't care about that. Although the card art on the pack is pretty nice, we don't care. What we care about is Omar Vizquel. Now, they finally dropped another player program, so I finally have some content. Hooray! So, Omar Vizquel, we'll quickly just go through. It's the same thing as always. Bang, 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 bang. 7 moments times 6, that's 42. Crazy, you're going to finish with the CPU. I mean, you could do the online stuff if you really want to, but that's not what I'm into. Looking through the moments, this first one here, I completed just bunt. Indeed, all you gotta do is bunt. This time around, you gotta get 3 hits. You can bunt a little, but you kinda have to swing the bat, unfortunately. Hey, 4 total bases, not too difficult. Bunting is good, but also you might be able to slap around some singles. Looking through, you got 4 hits and an extra base hit in 2 games. This one might be a little difficult because he does not hit extra bases. Tally 1 hit, just bunt. Tally 7 hits, bunt, but also swing the bat, but primarily bunt. Bunt. Okay, so now we got through on how I told you how to get through and beat these moments. Bunt. Okay. Looking through, you get what? You get a decent amount of stubs. You get around 2,320. Okay, you get some Cleveland Indians show pack, so hey, that's good. But we're here for the 1999 All-Star Omar Vizquel. Now, at first glance, hey, it's a bit of an interesting card. First thing you see, 96 both sides of the plate with contact, 33 and 31 power respectively. As a switch hitter, he's pretty much he's not one of the guys who has splits. He has really even splits, so that's pretty well. Hitting lefty versus righty, or yeah, words are hard. So as a switch hitter, pretty solid. You don't have to worry about him being like an Ozzy Albies where you can only have him hitting against lefties, yada yada yada. No power. That's an issue. This is how you fix that issue. Don't swing at high pitches. You're not going to get hits. Lay off those high fastballs in the zone. The only thing that you might be able to get a hit off high in the zone is if you use zone. Directionally, you're not really going to get any hits unless you're super late to the ball and you're able to pop it up towards the opposite field. You might get a few bloop singles that way. His vision is 100, discipline is 74, solid plate skills. Now, the nice thing is what I alluded to earlier, 99 bunt, 99 drag bunt. Now, we all know bunting is for losers, but this card is not a loser card. This card is a Walmart version of the Ozzy Albies, or not Ozzy Albies, Ozzy Smith, the wrong Ozzy there. So, for those who want something like of that sort, hey, get this card. It's free. Now, going through, I already knew his fielding was going to be insane, and it is. And to go along with that insane fielding, he's got 82 speed and steal, so that's nice. He'll be a threat on the base pass. Now, the one thing I was thinking about this card was this was going to be a solid card you could put in the infield and kind of move around for defensive positions. So you got Hanley Ramirez, the Diamond third inning boss. You got him at third base. Is he at third inning? I don't know if he's third inning. But you know what I mean. Or you got somebody who's not really great defensively. Oh, you could throw him around. Well, there's an issue. He doesn't have secondary positions. So what the fuck? Yes, precisely. That really throws a wrench into how great I can value this card, because I figured he was at least going to have the second base and third base secondary positions. It only made sense. But the game's like, nah, we can't make him too usable. You got to spend all your stubs on packs. And so that's what they did. So unfortunately, like I said, only shortstop, but you can still manage that by moving around whoever your shortstop is to second base. And it works out pretty well, as a lot of people have noticed this year Middle infield, second base, and shortstop, you kind of need some speed and you need some people who have high fielding attributes. And so Omar Vizquel fits that bill. Now, like I said, he's a high contact, he's a prototypical shortstop, let's be honest. So how can you use him on your team? Well, like I said, you can use him out if you want to try out and see if you want to buy like some of the higher players that do this, people who have like 110 contact and like 60 power. This guy's obviously a little worse than those, but he's free. He's got really good vision, fielding, and he can bunt. So if your opponent's not paying attention, well, you can bunt on him. You can also use him as a pinch runner for some of the slow-ass catchers in the game, because there's quite a bit of decent catchers now. That's nice to see. And like I said, he could be another defensive replacement. Hey, you're winning. You got 3 runs and you got 2 innings left. Your hitter's not going to come back up. Why don't you just throw in a good fielder? Now, you could play him at other positions that aren't as secondary and see how that goes for you. I wouldn't recommend it, but go for it. Now, one of the biggest upsides is even if you're not going to use this card, he's still of use for you. But before we do that, looking at the quirks, hitting machine, 2020, soft hands, he's got quick reflexes, sniper, so 3 fielding, 2 hitting, he can steal bases, he can also got another hitting, and he's got another hitting because he bunts. Now, where he's going to be useful is if you go back out of here, you stay in program, if it'll ever load, get a feature programmed all the way over to 4th inning, and bang! 20 program stars just from doing 7 moments and the versus CPU versus the Cleveland Indians. It's super easy to do, 20 free program stars. For those of you who have a girlfriend, you can just FaceTime her. She'll be happy with you. Oh, he's FaceTiming me while you're just playing the game and don't want to be bored out of your mind. For those of you who don't have girlfriends, well, boyfriends, for those who don't have a significant other, this is a great time to watch other YouTube videos of mine, ha ha ha. Or you can do something random like watch a shitty show like Friends. I said that, yes. Office is way better. I don't know why I'm rambling on so much, but hey, look at this nice thing there. Overall, there's really no reason not to get this card, even if you don't want to use it. Like I said, the 20 program stars is really good. The biggest downside to this is no secondary positions. Like I said, lay off the high heat. You're never going to get hits like that unless you use zone. But even when you use zone, you got to think this card's going to be really good with high contact, high vision. For some of the higher events, if you can manage to put them in an event, there's higher difficulties where your PCI gets small as crap. This is a solid option there. He's going to have a pretty large PCI, high contact, high vision. You know how that goes. You might be able to make some magic there. To reiterate, switch hitter is good evenly on both sides. He can field the ball. He seems like a bench kind of guy, but you could work him into your starting lineup as your shortstop. He's a guy who obviously fits the bill as a number 1 leadoff kind of guy, but also a guy who maybe move your pitcher spot to the 8 and throw him at the 9, or just keep him at the 8 spot. A lot of options with this card, even if you don't like any of them. 20 free program stars, just waste an hour of your life. It's fine. You have an hour to spare, trust me, you do. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and being weird. There's not much else I have to say. Omar Vizquel, pretty solid card. Take care.